Don't be too defensive. Make yourself available to feedback. Don't be too butthurt and sensitive when people give you advice, right? Or you're gonna make yourself uncoachable. People are gonna stop trying to help you and you're going to handicap yourself and not be able to grow. Welcome in, fam. Much love. Trav here. And this is a problem that I've seen that a lot of people have that is really painful and is kind of sad to watch, because you want to help someone, but you can't, because they're just not going to listen. You're going to say, hey, have you considered this? You could do it better this way. And they're just going to immediately go on the offensive or be really defensive and be like, no, this is perfect. There's nothing I can do, etc. You know, you understand. If you're that person, listen up, and we're going to talk about what you can do. And really, I think it's incredibly important, because we want to be continuously growing in our lives, developing our character, getting better, improving ourselves. But we can only do that if we're willing to change, and if we're also willing to make adjustments based off things other people say. And this applies to your career, your job, or your way of working. This applies to your health, taking care of yourself. This applies to your relationships, social. It's a very overarching thing that you have to consider. So let's dive in. Basically, I just don't want you to be the person who stagnates their growth. And it's not even the situation where you're not growing and you're not changing, but you can create a situation where people will not say anything to you after a certain point, because they know you're not going to do anything. They know you're not going to implement it anyways. So what's the solution? Now, you don't have to implement everything everyone says. You know, you want to be discerning. Where's this person coming from? Do they want to help or hurt? Is this a stranger or someone close to me? Is this person an expert at what they do and an expert in the particular where the feedback is coming from? You can't implement everything, especially if you're on the internet, you're online. You're gonna have feedback coming from all these places, but you want to at least show appreciation and thanks, right? You don't have to implement everything, but you want them to know, even if you don't implement it, that it's safe for them to give more feedback later in the future, right? And this is especially important for work and stuff like that. If you cut yourself off to feedback from people around you, especially superiors, you're not going to last very long. You're also not going to improve. You're not going to make it very far. So basically, ideally, when feedback comes your way, you want to not be too defensive. It's really easy to be defensive in that moment. You also want to consider it, and even if you're defensive, if people see you make adjustments based on comments, that's good. You don't want to be someone stuck in your ways, you know. We don't need to change all of each other, but it's nice if you can change. It's nice if you can grow and improve, right? You're going to be that sort of person, right, where you take a lot of feedback, you make a lot of adjustments, you're continually improving year after year. Your character improves, your conduct improves, your work improves, your health improves, your habits improve, based off of things other people see and observe of you, you know. You can take this even further and ask. You see some people, especially really successful people, do this. Not necessarily ask everyone, but ask people close to you, or ask experts, ask coaches. Seek coaches, right? What can I do better? What do you think I could do better? How can I improve? Small things, right? If you ask those questions, you're setting yourself up to receive more feedback. So that's the goal. So hope you find that useful, and it's something that you can implement. I do want you to think deeply for yourself whether you make yourself available for feedback or not, truthfully, or if you're very defensive and can't handle it and have shut yourself off from it. And if you have, what you can do to open yourself up a little more and allow for adjustments to come from outside of yourself and to consider them, And for those of you who are decent at it, how can you get better? Can you seek coaches, seek a personal coach, or ask for more feedback from the people who know you best, of things that you can do better in your job and your conduct, your various aspects of your life. So I want you to think about that. You can share that in the comments down below, how you are at taking feedback and making yourself coachable and implementing adjustments and thanking for feedback and seeking it out, or if you're if you've stagnated yourself. So it's tricky, it's tough, because feedback can be personal and it can feel like an attack and insult, and people don't have all the knowledge when they make it as well about you and your decision making. So again, you don't have to implement it. You don't need to explain yourself over everything, but you may want to make adjustments. So hope you find that useful. Appreciate you. Thank you. And I look forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments. Peace out, fam. Take care.